Guess what I'm going to talk to you about today? The biggest mistakes that real estate agents make. So not all of us really even take into mind these things. So I really want you to take a note and write these down. So the very first thing is inadequate communication. That's what I'm trying to do right here. It is so important for you all to set a baseline with whomever's going to represent you on how do you like to communicate. Do you want a video message? Do you want to text? Do you want to email? How do you want to communicate? When do you want to be communicated with? And how many days a week do you get a referral information, or do you get updated information on the listing if you have a listing? Is it every Tuesday that you're going to get an update on all the showings and the feedback and anything else that somebody might have to say about your home? All the social media numbers that have been related to the listing that is put out there and the marketing is being done. It's huge. It's huge. So communication. The next thing is lack of market knowledge. If your agent doesn't know the market, they don't know the average days on market, they don't know the average sale price in your community, they might not be aware of whatever is happening as far as whether interest rates have gone up or interest rates are going down. Where are the buyers? Where are the buyers looking? What do the buyers need? There are just so many things in reference to the real estate market that if your agent is not able to pull comps and to share with you a really great sale price to list your house at, and it may be strategic. We list a lot of times strategically. I list conservative sale price because I want you to get another contract. I want you to get 2 or 3 contracts and let them bid each other up. And if we have to have closing costs given to them, not out of your pocket, we want to be able to add the closing costs to the sale price and still have it appraised. So things in reference to the market knowledge is huge. The other thing, the next big thing is negotiating. Are you being represented by someone who actually can negotiate and advocate for you and make sure that your best interest is being advocated for? If that agent is a listing agent and comes to you and will only take your listing for the 1% or whatever it is you want to negotiate, if they can't even negotiate for themselves, what are they going to do to negotiate for you? When you get that first contract, you don't think they're just going to say, oh my God, just take it. It's the best thing on earth. And not go back and compensate you for the closing costs that somebody's asking for, or maybe move up the closing date or move out the closing date and ask for a post-occupancy. If you guys are in kind of a panic trying to get out of your house and you maybe need the funds to close on your next house, why would you not negotiate a post-occupancy agreement so you all can stay in that house another week or 2 weeks once your funds are available and you can close on your other house and then move all your stuff out? All those things are so important with negotiating skills. The other thing is overpromising and under-delivering. Are they telling you stuff that they're going to do that they aren't doing? How disappointing is that? Is it written in your agreement with them that you're going to contact me every Tuesday and give me an update on the listing feedback that you're getting? And are you going to stage my house? How long is the staging stuff going to stay in my house? There's all these things you guys have got to consider, and they need to be in writing so you understand and that agent is held accountable for the things that they're promising you. Nothing more disappointing than being told something and then not having things follow through. The next thing is inadequate client representation. Do you all realize that it is our fiduciary right as an agent, as a realtor, to have your best interests at heart, no matter what it is? It is our job to think of you first and what it is that you need. Maybe you don't even know what you need, but to figure out what your options are. And then we all decide what is the best strategy to get you where you guys want to be. So that's huge. Poor organizational skills and time management. This makes me crazy because I hate to waste time. I don't want to be running all over the place looking at houses and come to find out we have taken the time to book an appointment and do everything we can do, and that house is 5 seconds from being ratified and off the market because the agent didn't take the time to call the listing agent and say, hey, are you guys working on a contract? Are we wide open to go see it? Or are you one initial away from being ratified and this house being off the market? Little things like that, taking the time on my end to map things out, to call the agent, to make sure that, we had to find out where you guys are working, and are these listings the ones that you want? Are they the ones that make the most sense for your family's needs, close to whatever school, doing whatever? But I do not want to waste time. My time is expensive and very valuable, and I can't ever get it back. And I understand that for you all also. So time management and organizational skills are huge. The next thing I think that's super important is networking and referrals. I have a set of, I want to call them vetted professionals that we've worked with for some of them for 18 years. Whether it's a lender, whether it's a home inspector, whether it's a roofer, whether it's someone that understands and can take care of crawl spaces and mold, a landscape guy, a staging person. All these people are involved in a transaction. We bring jobs to this market like crazy. When real estate is in the pooper, there are so many other people that are dying on the vine because we give them the job. So having those contacts is huge for you all as vetted professionals that we've done business with for a long time and that we know they do a good job. And if they don't do a good job, they don't get our business. The other thing that I think a lot of people forget about is your peer reputation. If you have a reputation as a solid agent, that you are going to work your butt off to stay within the timelines, make sure everybody is communicated with, make sure that everything gets done that needs to get done, and nothing slacks until the end, and then all of a sudden everybody's in panic mode and you don't close on time. Other agents know that. So if you don't have a great peer reputation, you're not going to have the advantage of possibly winning a competitive offer contract. If there's 3 offers and I'm the crappy agent and I make things painful for everybody and I don't do things in a timely fashion, you don't think my contract's not going to be the one that goes in the trash can? It will be, because they're going to select someone who does the job right. So the real estate agent's peer reputation is huge also. And we have a great reputation amongst our peers. They call us and say, hey, when's your next property coming on? We have a buyer in this price point. What's your next listing look like? All right, then the next thing is lack of networking and referral business internationally or nationally. If you're a military family and you're going to California from here, I have an agent there. No matter where you're going, whether it's 29 Palms or San Diego or someplace further north, we have contacts there because we're an international business, brokerage, as well as I sit on a mastermind every morning with people from Canada, Portugal, Spain, New York, Florida, North Carolina, Oregon, Minnesota. There's people from Minnesota there. But I drink coffee with those people every morning and we mastermind about our market and marketing skills and how to improve things to take care of you guys better. Then the next thing is adapting to changes in the market conditions. You guys, we have seen this market go nuts. In 6 months, it's changed like crazy. From 2022, 2023, everything was just insane and moving so fast. And then as soon as the interest rate went up, everything kind of stopped. So we have to learn to adjust. And when things stop because of the interest rate, the sales stopped, the appraisal values maybe went down a little bit because there's not enough sold properties to use as an appraisal comp. Anyway, so adjusting to the market is huge, market conditions. The other thing is insufficient follow-up and post-sale support. So you guys, I've popped by houses that we've closed and I just drop off maybe just a small card and a little gift. And some of them are kind of goofy sometimes, but if you don't have support when you close from the agent who works with you or worked with you, and you're an orphan, we see that now. So many agents have walked away from this career because they sold one house over the last 2 years, or they didn't sell any houses. So they have gone back to whatever their profession was or found other jobs. So if you're an orphan because you don't have anybody following up with you, and you maybe need a washer and dryer repairman, or you need a painter, or you need, anything around the house, or any trade, or maybe you didn't get your closing disclosure and it's tax time, or you can't find your closing disclosure. It's backed up in the boxes that are in storage somewhere. Don't hesitate to reach out. We can find that information out for you, and we can definitely roll with it to get you guys what you need. So those are the things that I think are insanely important for you all to make sure, and the person who represents you does these things right. Communicates, market knowledge, technology and marketing. If they're doing the same stuff they were doing 3 years ago, they're behind the power curve, even 6 months ago. With AI and all these changes, the next thing is negotiating skills, overpromising and underdelivering, inadequate client representation, poor organization and time management skills, networking and referral business, and their reputation, adapting to the changing market, which we see every 6 months, it's a different market. But your agent has to be smart about that so you don't get led down a rabbit hole that isn't going to fly, that's wasting everybody's time and effort and money. And the next thing is just follow-up, insufficient follow-up. Anyway, you guys, that's my biggest mistakes that I see real estate agents doing. And I really would love to be anything you guys need as far as representation. I'd love to answer any questions. I'd love to share our contacts with you and do whatever we can do to make this. Moving and selling a house sucks. It is not fun. And it's even more of a panic when you work with someone that doesn't do all these things properly. Anyway, call me. I'd love to help in any way, answer any questions. Bye, y'all.